This is the Jesus Culture Generation.
Woo!
And we are here back again this week, this day, saying hi to all of you. Thanks for all the love. And first, we'd like to introduce our guest for today, right over here. Please say your name and say hi to everybody.
My name is Ken Mwendwa, aka the man with the bass from Leban, and I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to be here.
Thank you for coming. So today our topic, our discussion would be on friendship, mainly friendship with the opposite sex. But first, let's do the basics, the very basic. What is friendship? What do you guys think?
Having a sibling who is not related to you, like you don't share the same blood.
A sibling that doesn't have your blood?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Me, I think it's about clicking. If I click with you, most probably be my friend. Either soon or after a while. You know. So if you click,
You are alone.
yeah. Because you need to click. Yeah.
Actually think it's somebody who you share like intimate moments together. Yeah, somebody who you can like rely on. You get that to me is a friend. That to me is friendship, like a relationship between, like then me and Kampiri have like a relationship. Yeah.
She's shaking.
Yeah.
I would think it's like a bit of what you said. It's a connection, and then some connections they grow deeper and wider. Others just stay, like you're my friend when we're at this place at this time, but then we don't like talk other places. Others is like they know everything about my life. So it's different levels, but it's like a connection that grows.
But are they really your friends? You can't like share some certain things with them. Are they really your friends?
Speak
I think that's where
Ask
Ask
again,
the
but
question,
louder.
but louder.
Oh, tunarudia tena. Okay, so 8 o'clock bloopers. Are they really your friends? You can't like share what's on your mind with them. Like, that person you're not afraid to tell anything.
Are you my friend?
Are we friends?
Are we friends?
I'd say we're acquaintances. Yeah.
So
But hopefully we become friends. Yeah.
okay, answer the question.
I was going to ask if now you thought you were friends.
okay, me I think
We
it
are
all goes
acquaintances.
back. It all goes back to what she said. Like there are friendship that maybe you can build on, and then some can go deeper, and then some can just stay there. So basing on how deeper you connect with someone, I think that's when you can be able or feel comfortable sharing something with them. Yeah. Because as some people say, I have an inner circle, I have close friends, I have best friends, besties, all these other name tags. But I just think it's how close you are to someone that you'll be able to share something with them.
Yeah.
As a friend, that is.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can it be one-sided? Someone can be interested to be your friend, but you're not interested.
In being their friend.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's
But that
possible.
will be termed as friendship, because friendship is more of a two-way thing.
Yeah, it's
I mean-
mutual.
Yeah. Because like I can't be saying I'm her friend, but yet if she's asked, it's like, who's that? No, that's not friendship.
Yeah.
Just care, so next time you ask you if you're my friend. Sounds good. Yeah.
I mean, but I actually can't think it can be one-sided, because some people may think like this person is my friend, but the other person doesn't think that way because of like how they interact. Like say the person who thinks that the other person is a friend is able to share everything, but then the other one can't share anything with them. All they do is just like try and make jokes, eat free food,
No, I do.
and they don't share anything, It's almost like every time you meet, it's like, for them, it's like the first time meeting, because it's just conversation. But for them, they share so much, so they see you as a friend.
What does Google say about friendship?
Interesting. Google.
If it gets to a point where we need Google to tell us about
Like-
friendship, we're doing badly at socializing. That's what I think.
Roger, tell us. You're the Google.
But I'm the what?
You're the Google.
Alright, that means I'm smart, yeah?
Yes.
Anyway, I've come to realize that there are a number of people there are people I know, who I don't term as friends, I just know them. So we can have a fake vibe around us. So I wouldn't call those people friends, I'll just call people, those are people I know. But people who are my friends are people I rely and trust on. And that's why you realize that your friends can be actually quite few. Because those are the people who you rely on. Someone that you know, if you want to talk to, you can call them up. If you want to meet up with someone, you can, hit them up and meet up with them. But those are very few people like that.
If you want
Yeah, if you want your time, you can sambaza yourself. Because this one. Yeah, so I honestly don't think that that we can have. Can I say okay? We can have. I think we've said terming levels of friendship that shouldn't even have been there.
Yeah.
Right? And I think it dilutes a lot because it ends up. It's more of like trying to please people. Yeah. So you're my bestie, but you're just a friend. You see. So you feel nice because you know me. Yeah. Yes, Indio. Yeah. Accept that.
But I have something to say on what you've just brought up,
Yeah.
the terming people and categorizing
Yeah.
people. And also I was intentional when I was asking, like, can it be one-sided? Because personally, I have someone who I call bestie, but I can meet them up and, I'm like, what do we talk about? And then I have like a genuine best friend.
Yeah.
And I have people who want to be my friend, but they force issues, save me as this. So I'm telling you, like, actually it can be one-sided.
But do you save them as that?
I do, because like...
So you're pleasing them?
Yeah.
Now can I ask, when you say bestie, like she's a bestie, but then when you meet her, it's all a bad vibe and all. Why are they bestie in the first place?
Not a bad vibe. It's more of we have nothing to talk about. We
So-
have no connection. There's no bond. The
Yeah,
bond
so,
we
yeah.
thought we were forming, it's just there, fake. Yeah.
So she's not really a bestie.
Well, if we were to put meaning to that, no. Even friends, I wouldn't even term it as friendship.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I've noticed, I know this is a dangerous statement, but I've noticed it tends to happen more with the ladies, with the girls.
Why?
Because me, there are no
What?
guys that will be like, hey, bestie.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a question. I have a question. So this question is to
Wait,
her.
you know
It's to her.
Steph.
She speaks.
You know Steph.
Steph has a best friend who is a
boy.
and then he acknowledges that, right?
Yeah.
But you wait for Steph to see if she
Yeah.
has friends. Let me tell us
I
about
will
it.
No, I wanted to say there are temporary people in your life. Not everyone is going to be permanent. You might meet someone today, there's a connection and a vibe. Then after 1 month, there's nothing. Those are temporary people in your life, and you'll always meet temporary people in your life. Like me, I had a lot of contacts of people I met, but we don't really talk. They're just those people. They are there. They are not friends.
So you don't give them like to increase the WhatsApp status views.
No, no.
That's what you do now. David. David.
That's what you do, huh?
Okay.
I think that's what it
Because
does.
me, I have a lot of friends of me to me. Like the videos.
Now you see a bit of now what you had said, Davy, about how it's not like that for guys.
Yeah.
Say you have a friendship with now of the opposite sex.
Like if I have a friendship with opposite sex.
Yeah, like you have a friendship with a girl.
I have so
Like
many,
super
so many.
close.
Yeah, so many
And
friends.
that's obvious.
Actually, my best friend from way back in primary, till like when I was about to finish high school, my best friend was a girl.
So you have a bestie.
Was or is.
We're not that close right now,
Mm.
but we're still friends.
Mhm.
But she was my best friend for a very long time, and we had a good, solid relationship. And there's some females who we have good relationships,
I have a question.
but they're not besties, but we just have. Yeah.
For you to call someone a best friend, how does it reach there? How do you start calling someone a best friend?
I think for me it was just the closeness. Yeah, it's somebody who would share stories, like how what they go through. I'd also share what I go through, and we're not afraid about it, or they wouldn't judge me about it. We would share laughs, humor, memes, all that. You get. So I think and the level of communication was more than that of another person. You get? Yeah. That's what made me call her, call us. That's what made us call each other best friends. And if she's watching, Manzi, we should need to rekindle that.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I also think in that line of like calling people best friends and besties and all, I think sometimes we're so much in a rush to put those name tags to people, like to say I have a best friend, or maybe I could say, maybe it feels cool to say I have a best friend, I have a bestie, I have a main whatever they're called. But I also think sometimes we miss the whole point of it, because sometimes we want people to become best friends to us, but then the people who are there for us, we don't see them for who they are to us. So we lose important connections with people because we are trying to put these name tags to them, or we are trying to put like these name tags to so many people that we lose the main people, like the main people who are actually there for us. So the whole point of friendship is lost.
If I'm to say something contradictory to what you're saying, I for sure would boast about my best friend with no shame, because I know what really best friend is, especially if you're someone who has so many people in your life and they're also trying to get into your inner circle. They're also trying to kick you in the stomach like really hard, and you for sure, I will still stand with this is my best friend, because that person hasn't tried doing that, and if people are trying doing that, he'll be there to stand with me. Yeah. So even me putting that best friend title would even give an assurance to that person that for sure they're unique. It's also some sort of confirmation and affirmation.
Now let me ask you a question. When you're saying you can feel free or proud to say that this is your best friend, right?
Yeah.
When did it reach that point whereby you could term him as a best friend, and or what is it that made you know that actually this is a best friend and not just a friend?
Simple. Bad times. Bad times. Yeah.
So the bad times, it's what proved them
bad
to
times
be
are
the
the
best
times
friend.
where you know for sure this is family, this is friendship, and this is just people who are there to celebrate your victory.
Yeah.
So you can have several best friends.
No, I only have.
What if we were there for you that time, all of us?
Yeah.
Where were you?
What if you
That's a very valid question.
would you be best friends?
Wait.
No, it comes with genuine. Like you can for sure tell someone who is genuine
That's why
and
I'm
someone who
asking.
is not.
What if we are genuine?
Then you will be.
Steph,
We are
what did
best friends.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
I would have
guys.
like
So
Steph, what did you want to say?
I had to like
Boost her points.
defend Safari. I think yes, their friends will. You might have many. Your mom has died. Sorry to say, your.
You pointed at everywhere.
Let me use Devi.
Say like I have no lunch.
No, a bad time, like a critical bad time.
Yeah, lunch for him.
having no lunch is a bad time. What?
Hey.
But you guys get the bad times I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
I
might
get
have many friends by your side by that time that you're going through a lot of stuff in your life. But there are some people, let me not say a person, there are some people like they'll stick. There's just that connection, like you don't see it in other people.
you people, you haven't been in a situation where you're telling someone what you're going through and they're like, you know what, I'm also going through this. But someone who is genuine will be there to listen to you, and for sure even that person is going through worse, but they choose to listen to you and not share what they're going through.
I think the main point is in the constant, how they are constant. Whenever anyone is going through a bad time, everyone is there. People celebrate funerals, and there's also celebrate birthdays. So the thing is, after the funeral, then where are you? Because genuinely, if Safari is going through a tough time, you might all be there, actually, because she's going through it. But once after that time is when you realize those people who are there for you are not constantly there. They start to fade away, slowly by slowly. Then you realize, okay, there's someone who is actually genuinely wants to be there. There's a commitment in friendship. and in best friendship. So I know for a fact that if I genuinely want to care about this person, I will stay. But if I was just there for that person at that time, so that they can know that I care about them, not because I genuinely care, but so that they can know that I care about them, it will end up going back to you fading once life goes on. Because after that, then that person becomes, the only time you celebrate them is when you see their picture on someone's status as happy birthday. Then you're like, oh yeah, this person, by the way, I better hit this guy up. Yeah? Yeah, birthdays. Like I met, oh, this is not something.
I have a question. So, like for me, I have a lot of friends. A lot.
Because you're in the business.
What business? I'm making friends.
Money.
But there are those friends that, even though you don't talk much, you know that they will be there for you no matter what. What do we call that?
So that's your group.
Family.
That's your group.
So what do we call that?
You people trying to say that even the whole tags, you don't even necessarily need to tag someone that they're your best friend. They will know for sure they're in your inner circle.
To be honest, me, I don't believe in best friends, and I don't have one.
But your brothers.
I have brothers, and I have a close friend, closest friend. I have two closest friends, and the others I term like you're my bro Evo. Best friend, kwani there is a better friend.
Yeah.
But as in you understand.
It's literally.
No, it's better.
I think you've been backstabbed a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, it might actually make a lot of sense when it comes from that, yeah. Because, you know, the saddest thing, and I think why we've come to a point where we have to label people, is because we have more fake people in this world.
Yeah.
So if people are genuine, then we don't have to label anyone by
Exactly.
this. Yeah.
No.
We will just say, you guys, Steph is my friend, without any shame. But now, since I don't really know people, I can't really term someone as. I think best friend, the reason why people put the title best friend is because there's a comfort zone around that person. Right? So you find that around this person, I feel comfortable. Like I feel like I can trust them more than other people. Okay? Sometimes you might not even trust them that fully because you don't trust yourself fully. But you might actually trust them more than other people. So you feel that because I've put a title there, there's some comfort towards that person. But around the rest of them, there are people who, yes, I'm comfortable with, but I feel that I should now also label them according to how they've been in my life, sadly enough. So if you're someone who I know you're there, but you're seasonal, then you might be, I can always hit this. Because guys don't actually break brotherhood, if you notice. Yeah, I can talk together and talk to you in a while. Yeah, and we'll still click really fast, right? But those are guys now you will start giving other titles like, it's my bro. It's my homie, Yani.
It's my uncle.
This is the cuz.
That's his cousin, yeah?
Your chairman.
Kiongos.
Is there a difference between a best friend and a close friend?
And
A very close friend.
Yeah.
There is.
What's a clear-cut difference?
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
think
asking.
your best friend is your close friend. You get?
So you
I
have
think
a
that's
close
the
friend.
term you give to.
Yeah.
So the only difference
It's
is
the
the
same.
term,
Because
the
like,
name.
I think, no, it's a name. Because I agree with what you're saying. Like the thing with the best friend, I think the comfort and trust. Because me, the people who are really close to me, the level of trust. Like if today to Kosana enough, you see how like couples on a Kosana they go and spread all the meaning. Whatever happened, like the things they know about me are just too much. You see, I think now that also keeps us together.
No, but you can have a close friend and they're not your best friend.
It's possible.
Okay, what's the difference?
What's the that's
If you
what
can
I
have a
was asking.
close friend and is not a best
A close friend is someone you cannot fart around with. You're not fully comfortable, like, doing some things
So
around them
why are they close?
for some other reasons.
Maybe
They are
because of
close depending on a certain aspect.
information.
Yeah, information.
And I think, even when it comes to like close friends and best friends,
No, I'm so sorry. But you can continue. Something hit me, eh? You see about like close friend and best friend, eh? There's a difference, by the way. You see like how the relationship let's you can have with your mom. You can say she's your close friend. There's certain things you can share with her. But now your best friend, Yani ni kila kitu. Yani
Filter, you don't filter.
hakuna filter because you know there's even as long as even your mom is your close friend, there are certain things you can't go and tell her. You know, because you anaweza shangaa this is this really my child. But now your best friend is with you through thick and thin, through the funny stories and the not so funny stories, and kila kitu.
So do you guys think it matters if that best friend is a boy or a girl? Like say you're a boy and the best friend is a girl. Would you still feel like comfortable just sharing
It doesn't
anything? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter to me. Megan, I have a he best friend and I have a she best friend, and we are not the he one. We are like no romantic feelings, just
But
friendship.
there has to be boundaries.
But there has to be boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the point.
I also don't mind. Don't have a female best friend or best friends. It's fine. But there has to be that boundary.
Yeah.
I think it matters. Let's say if like you have a girlfriend, then
Oh,
she has
yeah.
like a male best friend.
Yeah.
I think in some relationships,
Yes, sir.
guys get it gets personal.
Wait, that
because
was not the
That
question.
is the big question.
Calm down.
That's the next question.
It's coming. That's the next one.
it's called thinking ahead.
So let's pop into that question because it's 20 minutes now.
Vision 2030.
Wait.
Now can you ask the question and then
Yeah.
So utakata hiyo part basi nisikae chini.
So okay. So then, what are those boundaries now? Like, let's say it's like boyfriend or girlfriend, and then like my boyfriend has a female best friend, or for a guy, my girlfriend has a male best friend.
rather how far does it go?
Hapo ni moto. I cannot allow my boyfriend to go ahead and have a girlfriend like who comes after. We've started dating and then you tell me you have this best friend who has come after the relationship. But if it was before I found that best friend there, that would I would be comfortable with it to some extent, knowing who I am. Like I'm one petty girl and dramatic queen.
I think
Be honest.
when it comes to third party relationships, I have come to see, you know, a relationship between you and your girlfriend is between you and your girlfriend. And between you and your best friend is between you and your best friend. But something that now comes in between is actually knowing where they stand, both in your life. Because, truth be told, someone who you're going to be with and you plan to actually marry in the long run should be your ultimate best friend, right? Should be the person you share with quite a few things. And at the same time, your best friend will also know where they stand, that they are not in the place of your girlfriend, per se.
Yeah.
So that now, ideally, I know for a fact that if my girlfriend knows that she is my girlfriend, right, then she knows that no one is going to take that position from her, and that is hers, that it's cemented that is hers, and I only plan to marry her and make her my lifelong best friend, right? But at the same time, now this lady here needs to know that the reason why we became best friends is because of the bond we have. It's that even when you get your husband, he is going to be your best friend. Yeah, I will be there to listen to you. Yeah, to be your friend. Up close now. It will now. I think at some point, sadly enough, I think we need to be very careful with the titles we use sometimes, right? Because I think it goes from relationship to relationship. Like you see, this Safari said for her she feels like she can't take that, right? Now I'm looking at a point where your opposite, or your opposite, your partner, yeah, actually is fine with the title that you've given someone else. What happens in such a situation? Do you think that it's because they trust you, or is it because they just say whatever goes?
Hapo, there, it's
You
more
have to
on.
translate.
It's more on. Tuko na nimo hapa, we have nimo here.
Just speak.
It's more on you two, like me as a girlfriend and him as a boyfriend. That's between us. And also it's more on me as a person. Najijua, najitambua, you know. And maybe someone can go through so many things until they just become insecure, like it's part of them. And that's just who they are. But yeah, for sure it's more on trust and knowing the both of you, like you're comfortable and you trust your partner. to go ahead and have one.
I also think in the area of trust, like it also takes a lot of trust and also a lot of wisdom. In the you can say you have a best friend and a girlfriend. That's very, very okay. But then can it reach a point whereby you're in a relationship, right? And you have a best friend, but then you confide more in your best friend than your girlfriend. Then how far does it go? Or it takes a lot of wisdom to know how to handle these things, because in as much as you have a best friend who you can confide in, you have a best friend who can be there for you, your girlfriend also is that person who can be there for you. Is that someone who you can also confide in? But then what if you find yourself like you're confiding more in your best friend and not your girlfriend? And then in the area of trust, in the area of trust also, you have to be a trustworthy person, because also I believe in the area of trust, you have earned that trust. Not you've just been given that trust. You've earned that trust. So in as much as let's say me, my girlfriend has a best friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she has earned my trust, right? So in as much as let's say it requires a lot of trust and a lot of wisdom. Why? Because if I'm somewhere and then my girlfriend is somewhere else and then they're hanging out with the best friend, will I feel bad about it? Or that's why I'm saying it takes a lot of wisdom and a lot of trust.
And it also just depends on the relationship. Basically, like summarizing what Saf and Roger said, that's a relationship between two people who ultimately they're spending, like, their future is to spend their time together, to solely be with each other, ultimate. So even if you're, like, when you're confiding more to your best friend, then that relationship there isn't one that you could be looking for ultimate, friendship right there. Ultimate
yes,
relationship.
now I get you, but I'm saying if I'm in a relationship, right? I'm in a relationship, but then I'm in a relationship, but then you find that I'm confiding more in my best friend than my girlfriend. You see, that's very wrong. That's very wrong.
That's a boundary.
Yeah, that's a
one
boundary.
of the boundaries.
Now my question is, how far does it go? Or yes, how far does it go? Or what's the clear-cut difference?
You guys make it sound easy when you say it, like, just this one needs the please. It's not that easy.
It's not.
It's not that practical. Because I honestly think, me, if I have a girlfriend, she'll be my best friend. That's, because there's no way like I'll have a girlfriend, because one relationship over here will have to suffer. You get? Because especially how females are. And especially friendships, a relationship is also a friendship. It's also a friendship.
Yeah.
They need time. They need communication. So what if, like, the time I have with my girlfriend, I also want to spend with, like, a best friend? I think it won't work out.
Exactly.
For me, I think
there
it
has
won't.
to be boundaries.
Yeah.
When you start dating,
True.
to your point on time, come mnajuana before, then I come into the picture. As a person, as a rational person, lazima nielewe, ndio, kwa sababu you already close, ndio. But once we start dating, there has to change. Hii ni dynamic ingine. Because sasa mimi nikiwa jealous hapa, wewe kazi yako ni kwenda kwa best friend yako. Mbona ukuje hapa? Mbona ukuje kwangu, get? So there has to be that change of dynamics when now the boyfriend girlfriend comes in.
I would love to give a practical example. Wait.
As you give that practical example,
Let's step back.
as you give that, as step talks, and also as you give that practical
Step talks.
Listen.
You might be dancing.
You have no time.
Me, I'm saying.
I really had a good question, but okay.
I'm saying, I think you should make your girlfriend, if I'm dating, and I should make my boyfriend my ultimate best friend. And if you're a guy and you're dating a lady, you should make her your ultimate best friend. Like, she should be, or he should be, the first person you run to, so that they also have that sense of belonging. They have the sense
they don't
of
feel insecure.
Exactly.
Okay, you're saying that you have to make your boyfriend your ultimate best friend, right? And they have to know so that they don't feel insecure in as much as you have a best friend. Now, as you're saying, as you do this, do you eliminate the best friend, or do you cut off your links, or do you reduce the closeness you have? How do you do this?
I would want to give a practical example.
Thank
my
you.
own experience.
Mm.
Being open. When you're
Mhm.
with your best friend, tell your girlfriend you're with your best friend. That's what my best friend does. When you're with your best friend, make sure if you know that your best friend has a girlfriend, have a relationship with the girlfriend as well as a best friend. Because that's why you are a best friend in the first place. You need to know that person. You know, and you know your position. So I wouldn't want my best friend always reminding me that I'm coming after the girlfriend. I remember there was a time I caught feelings properly, and I told him, don't position me, you know, don't position me. But I'm sure the girlfriend knows, and I know my place, she knows her place, and yeah, we are having a good time.
I think what happens is, as time goes by, let this lady or guy who is your best friend, yeah, in the relationship, now be friends to both of them. Yeah, both now you can even be close to both actually. Give an example of you remember this girlfriend or boyfriend is someone you're planning to marry. So at some point, as you guys get into a point of marriage, or during the wedding, these people who you call close friends, best friends, might be your best couple, actually. Yeah, if they have senior, as in what is actually meant to happen is, now going back to let's even talk about Christianity. Going back to Christianity, we should all be unity. Like when it comes to now, if we all, especially if all of you believe, it comes down now to you guys just being one, yeah, being one body, in a way that we all support each other in whatever ways. So that if I realize that my being this person's best friend is affecting your relationship, then I'll step a bit back, because I don't want to spoil that as well, right? And at the same time, if you two need my support in whatever way, I will want to support in that way, because in the end, it's not about competition. By the way, we should not be having such competition. At the same, I think what it should be is that both of you strive to just build a holy friendship amongst all of you, right? So that in the end of it all, you know, even this best friend, friendship, girlfriend, they'll all die. I mean, we'll die here. And then when you go to heaven, there's nothing like best friend, girlfriend, whatever. There's nothing like that.
True.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
As in, we're looking at more, I'm looking at more of an eternal perspective. Where at the end of it all, my account here on earth, I'll be judged on how I treated people. So how I treated this person I was calling best friend, I'll be judged on that. How I treated this person I called girlfriend, if I was unfair to her, yeah, if I did wrong to her, I will be judged on that. So I'll go with that mind that, by the way, I need to find a way to treat people now, not even according to their titles, but what is right. Yeah, what is right. Yeah.
So kweli kwa best friend na girlfriend tukako kajibu mbili kitaumana.
I think that's a good place to end right there. Thank you for sitting with us through this discussion. We are once again the Jesus Culture Generation.
For the culture.
For the culture. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.